Get back in class, nigga.
Oh no. Dude, I can't even go to my second class. Dude, 18 was hard right now. I'm definitely out of school. Fuck school. Fuck school. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Yo, I'm lying. I think it's because I'm lying because I put the stream like at 60 FPS. So it looks badass. So let me join the class because I fell asleep in second period. No, first period. Sheesh. 3 point, I guess. Hey Jorge, are you still here? What time does your second period start at? Cause this bitch is not letting me in. Where did he use? Oh fuck. I want the crash pad.
Anybody know?
I can't.
It's about 5 years. But then you have to think, you know, back then it was something very new. I mean, I think prior to that there had been others, but the biggest one, of course, was the plague, the bubonic plague. So now there's more technology, absolutely, to be able to deal with these things, but it's still, you know, we don't know when this is going to end. They are expecting those vaccines to come in, but it won't be until 2021 that the vaccines end to this.
Fuck you, kid.
So will this continue? Will the social distancing? Will the mask? Will all of that still continue? Yes. This is not the end of it.
No, fucking rushing the kid.
Unfortunately. Any questions, comments about that?
No.
I mean, it's good for you guys to, you know, watch the news and listen to what's going on and keep up with the research. Because this will continue to affect you as well as us as educators. We do have the second wave coming in, if that is what they chose to do. I do hear that
no fucking way.
Even though they decided to come into the classroom, our options stay online.
What's his name?
Because parents have changed their minds about the kids coming in. Although, you know, they've done everything possible to try to make this a safe environment. But it's just going to be up to the parent whether they allow their
Miss, no one asked. You should be quiet, miss.
What else?
Shut up.
Talk to me, give me some news.
No.
It's not regarding...
Oh yes, go ahead.
It's not regarding any news that's going to affect many people, but my birthday is coming up.
No one fucking asked if your
And I
birthday was
also
coming up.
got some really rad
You dumb
masks.
bitch.
Look at that!
It's kind of dark in my room. I'm sorry.
I like the one you're wearing.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a mask.
You're in your
Makes
fucking
right?
house, you dumb bitch.
Create your own masks. Buy the black ones and paint them. You know, embroider stuff on there. Make
No,
them
bitch.
interesting. This is the time that you can do that. Thank you for sharing that with us.
You little bitch. Whoa, shit.
Hurricane Sally, guys. Hurricane Sally came on shore. Came up through Florida, parts of Florida.
Oh, I'm so sleepy.
Continued on into Alabama as a Category 2. Hurricane Sally thrashed Alabama and Florida as a Category 2 hurricane, swallowing up homes, downing power lines, and turning streets into rivers. At least one person is dead, one is missing, and more than 500,000 customers are without power. 3 to 4 months worth of rain could fall in the region before the storm clears out today. So the equivalent of rain is about 4 months worth of rain just today for them. Sally, now a tropical depression, is the 4th hurricane to make landfall in the U.S. this year, the most to hit by the same date in 16 years. Scientists say the climate crisis is making storms like Sally worse. Warmer waters can make storms intensify more rapidly. Climate factors also can make storms slower and thus more destructive as winds stick around longer and more rain gets dumped in the same place.
It's sad, really, when a lot of people, they ignore the signs, and this is what they kind of, not what they get, but this is kind of expected, because...
You know, when we left the climate accord, it's like throwing your hands up and saying, you know, it's not really real, it's not really affecting us, so we're out.
Exactly, and it's really frustrating to see, and it's like you see it right in front of your eyes, the effects of what it's already doing.
Yeah. But ultimately, it's going to be up to you guys to fix. Yeah, generations before you messed it up, but if...
Doesn't mean to me that messed it up.
Yeah. And, you know, with the technology today, the engineers and the scientists and the researchers, can you reverse a lot of this? Absolutely. Absolutely. But it's going to take your effort. It's going to take your generation to do it.
Well, you know, I'm kind of...
Yes.
I'm kind of hoping not a hurricane, but a big storm can go over the fires.
You know what?
That could help.
That would be the best case scenario for them right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because you think about what's going on. We are flooding in the east.
No way.
And on fire in the west.
Just need to go a little bit further.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Hopefully, maybe, they will experience rain and help the firefighters kind of battle these blazes.
Yeah.
You know, it's well over 3.3 million acres that are on fire now. And you're thinking about all of the, not only the humans that are being displaced,
fucking bitch
but animals too. You're talking hundreds of thousands of people that they have no homes, they have nothing left. So where are they going to move into? And then you're also talking about the animals. There are so many animals that by.
I was gonna mention that.
Yeah, on their way somewhere, which is a great thing. What else? Anything else? Alrighty, kiddos. Then on that note,
Sure.
get some pretty beds so we can spend some time. On really trying to get to know each other on a first name basis. Making the association of your face to your name. In this activity, this is a getting to know you activity, but also one of the objectives is to learn about the 3 ways to memorize information. Most of us have been doing one, which is rote memory. Rote memory is basically repetition. When we learn when you associate it to something, you're linking it to something, you're connecting it to something in order for it to make sense in your brain. So you would say the word mama when you first learned to speak, and mom would go, oh, that's me, baby, that's mama. So you, in your brain, were making the association with the word and the person. Later on, you practiced more of the same, but you were so young, you didn't make the connection that that was what was happening. As you grew older, you left the association kind of behind and you practiced more of the rote memory. So you're talking about numbers, letters, then you put that together, you made words, then the words, you learned things like the ABCs, the little song, then you learned the state song, Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, you learned that. Later on, you learned possibly the Pledge of Allegiance, and then you learned school songs, and then it just goes on and on and on and on. But all of that was rote memory. The problem with rote memory is that it doesn't stay in your long-term memory. Rote memory is short-term memory. So that means you take in information, you learn it for a period of time, and then it goes away because you really don't need it. If you want to learn something long-term, then you associate it with something, you link it to something so that you never forget. Hopefully never forget, but it will stay in your long-term memory longer. All right, the third type of memorization is called chunking. This is where it really helps us as actors, because when we are, say for example, producing a play and we're an actor in a play, we have to go by pages. We're working on Act 1 and we're going to memorize, by tomorrow or the day after, Sally has to memorize 12 pages worth of dialogue. So you go home and you have that whole chunk of information that must be memorized. And then the next day you have another 15 pages, and so on and so on and so on, and then you go back and pick up the original 12 and then the 15 and put it all together. So that's called chunking. That's when you have to learn a lot of information in a short period of time. All right, so the activity that we're going to do today has to do with rote memory. We're going to use rote memory, and we're going to use association. All right, everybody still with me? Excellent. All right, so what I want you to do first is I want you to think of your first name. Okay, this is your first name. Some of you have your cameras off, I need to see your faces, please.
Oh, sure.
Please join us.
Yes, that's the hardest one. I don't remember my name.
Shut the fuck up.
There we go. There are those faces. Yeah, because if I don't see your face, unless your camera's not working, let me know. If it's not working, shoot me a little message, and then I will be sure to get with a parent to make sure that they help us fix your camera or whatever issue is going on with your computer. All right? You're going to think of your first name. Now, you're going to think of the first letter of your first name. First letter of your first name. All right. Now, you're going to think of a food that starts with the first letter of your first name. A food. Not a drink. It has to be a food. It can actually be candy if you want to use candy. A name of a fruit, a vegetable, a dish. So any type of food. But it has to start with the same letter of your first name. Just think about it for a little bit.
Are we supposed to be writing this down?
Oh, you don't have to write it down. You don't have to write it down. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you are going to associate that food with a location. For example, my name is Rachel, and my food is ravioli, because it starts with an R, and then my location is Rome, because Rome is in what country? Europe, Italy. All right, where's pasta from? Italy. So that's my association. Pasta, Italy, but it's all R. Rachel, ravioli, Rome. So I'm doing repetition, rote memory, and association. Does that make sense? So everybody be thinking about your first name, come up with some kind of food that starts with the same letter, and then try to associate it with a location. So take a few minutes.
So Sergio.
Think about it, think about it. Give you about another 60 seconds. All right, everybody ready? You're like, no. All right, what I'm going to do is I am going to go alphabetically on my roster.
Yes.
When I call your name,
Fuck.
I want you to repeat your name. Then I want you to tell us your food, and then tell us
Food
your location.
that starts
Your location can be a city, a state, a country, a name of a restaurant, a park, the lake.
with
All right? Don't get bogged down. If you can't come up with something, we're going to help you. All right, so we're going to start with Aaron.
Aaron, and I chose Apple. So does a place have to start with an
You
A
have to
too?
start with an A. You need help?
An apple farm, I guess.
Okay, that's good. Apple farm. Okay, Javier?
Sure.
Mr. Alonso? There's Javier. Javier, are you there? Javier. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, we're gonna have to put him in the waiting room. Okay, Alyssa.
Alyssa and avocado, but I don't know if that's okay.
Avocados, how about Argentina? Hey, Argentina, very good. And let's go to Celeste.
Celeste, and then I chose chocolate, but I don't know where.
Hey, chocolate, how about California?
Chocolate factory. Be friends with Oompa Loompa.
Very good. Okay. Chocolate, California.
She's not funny.
Sierra?
Sierra, I did zebra cakes because there's nothing.
Oh, that's good. Zebra cake.
And I did zacatecas.
Excellent.
Suck at these cocks.
All right. Let's go to Audrey. Lots of 8.
Audrey, and I also chose apples and Alabama.
Okay, we're gonna have to change the apple.
Fuck.
Sorry, I didn't make that clear. Let's not double up so that they're all different.
Okay, so apricots.
Very good. And Alabama?
Yes.
Very good.
Sure.
All right. Alexis, this one's gonna be hard because there's so many A's.
Alfredo, what are you?
I had apples, so I don't know what to say.
Okay, let's see. We have apples, we have apricots, we have avocados, we have
What about
asparagus. Asparagus good?
yeah,
I love asparagus.
and Arizona.
Excellent. Excellent association. Very good. All right, Alan. What you got, Alan?
Goblins.
Almonds. Afghanistan.
Very good. Almonds in Afghanistan.
Sheesh.
And Sergio.
My name is Sergio, and spaghetti and Spain.
Good one.
Sure.
Spaghetti in Spain.
Fuck, that's not a fucking game.
Jesse. Jesse, what do you have for me? Where is Jesse? Jesse, where'd you go, Jesse? Jesse Garcia? No Jesse? Okay. Jesse. Alright, let me write a quick note here. Oh, I can't even. Jesse. And I go looking for you, and then you're not there. Okay, so Jesse, give me your information.
What?
How long have you been gone?
A while.
Yeah, because we just had a whole assignment that I explained. Okay, I need you to think of a food and a location that start with the same letter of your first name.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to move on. I'll come back to you. I'm going to move on to Jennifer.
I picked jelly beans and Jamaica.
Sure.
Good one.
Jamaica, mom.
Jelly beans, Jamaica. All right. Osmar.
My name's Osmar. Oranges and Orlando.
Oranges in Orlando. That's a great association. Okay. Guess what? There's another Z. Leah? Layla, are you there? Caught it?
No. No fucking way.
Okay. Is the mic on?
I don't know. This is an A.
Alfredo. Sure.
Alfredo and Petunia. I don't know.
When are you dinner? Oh, wait, that nigga hit me like that. Wait, that nigga hit me like that. There's no way, no way. Leave it alone, you fucking kids. You fucking nerds. Oh, you fucking nigga. Fuck. Ah, fuck this game. Oh shit.
Is that good? I chose Asia. Very good. Artichoke in Asia.
Oh, yes, you fucking like this.
Good ones, guys. All right, Samantha.
Soup in Switzerland.
Soup in Switzerland. Switzerland. All right, and Annalise.
I chose arugula, and I don't know it.
Arugula in
Australia.
oh, Australia. Is that good? Arugula in Australia.
Yes.
Alexandra.
I
What you got?
So my name's Alexandra. I chose